Hello, my name is Isaiah Scott, and we are here with Marcus Britt Jr., and he is going to explain his service learning project with us today.
Okay. My name is Marcus Britt Jr. Um, for my service learning project, I volunteered with the Center for Academic Excellence with Miss Amy Anderson. And I essentially helped them prepare for the study carnival, which was actually today, May 6th, from 11 to 3. The study carnival was basically like an event that they held for tutoring, and they offered free tutoring and games and foods, and it was a really good event. Um, the the hardest thing about this was just the organizing it, as well as getting up. That was the hardest, truth be told. Like, getting out of bed was definitely the hardest part.
What did you learn during your project that enhanced your learning gained in the classroom?
In the classroom, what did I learn that helped me and enhance my learning experience in the classroom? Um, as relevant to this class, I don't know. I wouldn't say there's much that was relevant to this class, simply because we went over majority of the things we went over had to do with white privilege and other like disadvantages and stuff like that had to do with Black people, and I did my volunteer work at an HBCU. So,
how were you able to contribute to the organization's goals?
The Center for Academic Excellence, basically they help foster student success. So their goal is to host as many events and other opportunities that may enhance or may help students prosper in the class. So I help them by distributing flyers, as well as doing many other tasks that involved the preparation for the study carnival. And like I said, the study carnival was an event that they hosted to help students prepare for finals. So essentially, I help them with their goals and just the general distribution of the event, like making sure that the students were aware of the study carnival.
So, let's see. What was the most difficult part of your work?
I would say the most difficult part of my work was, without a doubt, getting out of bed. That was extremely hard. Like Dr. Goods, like, you don't understand. Like, I was in some good sleep and I had to get up and go. Like, but I'm glad I did it at the end of the day.
What did your project teach you as it relates to the course concepts, theories, and principles?
Hmm. I think that goes hand in hand with the previous question you asked, when you had asked that how did it enhance my like learning experience in the classroom. I don't think there's much that you can really say about that, but I definitely did. I learned a lot from the volunteer work, but I wouldn't say that necessarily is relevant to African American studies. I learned the importance of working, not necessarily for a paycheck, but for just to help others, and that's something that I hadn't really thought much about before this project, and I think that means a lot to me, and I'm very proud of that.
What insights did you gain that might assist you in your career or in selecting a career?
What insights did I gain that may assist me in my career or in selecting a career? I would say I'm a marketing major, so the bulk of my hope, like what I hope to be in a career, involves the distribution and advertisement of events and things of that matter. So just in general, me going there, not necessarily what I did, but taking a look at what Miss Anderson did and the rest of the faculty, and like um, watching the preparation and the things that they had to do to get the study carnival rolling, because it's a lot more than just what students see. It's a lot more than just this flyer right here. Like, it's someone, like, not only did someone put the time into making this, but there was a lot of other stuff that they had to do, finding location and other stuff, negotiating stuff like that. Is also a big part that it went to sleep. Um, Finding location and stuff like that is also a very big part of the marketing and advertisement and all that stuff, and that's something that I'm looking forward to getting into in my field. So I think that Actually, to be honest, I never really looked at marketing in that aspect as like how much preparation I have to go. So I'm glad that I was able to go through that experience and see what it takes, even if it's just a small school event.
What impact did your experience have on your everyday life?
You said what impact did? I'm sorry. What'd you say again? Can you repeat that?
What impact did your experience have on your everyday life?
Okay. The question was what impact did my experience have on my everyday life?
Yes.
To be honest, I've never done any volunteer work at all. Like it was actually something that like colleges weren't really excited about when it came to my application. So just it made I think it made an everyday it made an impact simply because to be honest in high school I kind of like I guess you could say like looked down on like the whole idea of working without a paycheck. Um, Hope you don't think I'm a bad person or anything, but like just like volunteer work like wasn't for me. Like I was so against that idea just because like if I'm gonna do the work, I feel like I should get paid for it. So I'm extremely, like I said before, like I'm extremely proud that I was able to do that and made an impact on my everyday life just because now I have a whole new look at volunteer work and just like it's a really good thing and I'm glad that I was able that you assigned me this project.
If you were if you were to start at the beginning of this project again, what would you do differently the second time around?
What would I do differently the second time around? I would definitely work on the project earlier. Um, you know, last minute kind of made it a lot harder to complete the project. But Miss Anderson really worked with me. She really worked diligently with me, as well as the other faculty. Um, what else would I do differently? Uh, I think that I would take more time to think about which event or what volunteer work I might want to do, because maybe it might have been something else that could correlate with my major or something more that like I was more interested in, to be honest, because I didn't find this event necessarily that interesting, but I did have a good time with it, if that makes sense.
Um, what did you learn about the organization staff?
I always felt like HBCU staff are looked down on, and coming to A&T, no shade towards all faculty, but there are a lot of faculty that do kind of go along with that stereotype. But the people that I work with from the Center for Academic Excellence were nothing like that. From top to bottom, they were top notch. They were very kind, very friendly, and very understanding of my situation, even if it was me that put myself in that situation.
Let's see here. Um, what impact might your experience have on your lifelong learning process?
Hmm. What impact might my experience have on my lifelong learning process? Um, I think that's in a way because of how I was speaking about how it correlates to my major, like just the like viewing other people and the work that they put into the preparation for it and how that goes along with my major. That it's kind of like an internship in a way. It's not going to get documented, but it's sort of like it sort of helps with experience and stuff like that. So now I have a whole new outlook on that, like that area of marketing and advertising, etc. So yeah, I would just say that for it impacts my. I'm sorry. Could you repeat that last part? What it impacted?
It impacts your lifelong learning process.
Yeah, it impacts my lifelong learning process, and that I have a whole new like a whole new well, just what I said before, a whole new outlook on that side of marketing. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I was long.
And I guess your last question. What is the relationship of your service learning project to the real world?
Um, I think the purpose of the service learning project in general, why you assigned this to us, was to give students an opportunity to go out and experience something that they have never experienced before. It was a purpose for specifically choosing volunteer work that each student hasn't gone through before, or something that they might be interested in, and hopefully maybe it has something to do with their major. Um, it was relevant to me simply because I've never done any type of volunteer work. So definitely like doing it, having to do it for a grade, it forced me to do it and like go through the whole volunteer process, even if I wasn't looking forward to it in the beginning. I think that it was definitely a good idea, and I'm very grateful that you assigned this project to me for that reason.
All right. Well, thank you, Marcus. That's all the time that we have for today, and seems like you had a good time with your project here.
I really did. I really put in a lot of effort into it, and I want to thank Miss Anderson, Miss Amy Anderson. She works with the Center for Academic Excellence, and she was the primary person that I was in contact with, and she really did a good job. And I was really happy at how like she handled the situation because, like I said, they were really friendly about this whole situation. So thank you for assigning this project. It's Marcus Britt signing off.